Whenever I begin creating a website in Photoshop, there's a couple things that I do before I do anything else. The first thing is I go View, New Guide Layout, and I like to create a new layout with a bunch of columns. There can just be one single row, that's fine. In fact, you can even go 0 rows. I don't care about the rows. Columns, I'll either do 12 or like 16 or maybe 24. So with 24, you can see we now have these lines lined up where we can, line up items in the navigation bar or items down here in our design, whether it's blocks of text or whatever. So I throw a grid on there. The next thing that I like to do is grab the rectangle tool and make sure I have view snap to guides turned on. And what I'll do is pick, like, what's this? The fifth line over, and I'll draw a content box between the fifth guide. Basically, so I have 5 slots on either side of my content box. So you can see I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on both sides. Then what I'll do is I'll reduce the opacity of this layer down to, like, I don't know, 10 or 20%, something like that. This allows me to look at the content in the middle of my website and make sure that it's centered nicely. If I had a content area that was going to be constrained to something like, I don't know, 65% of the screen, I would have this solid content area here within Photoshop that I can work within. What if I want to see the website without this overlay? I can simply shut it off, and I can get rid of my guides, by the way, by just hitting Control and the semicolon. That temporarily hides the guides, so you can take a look at your design without the guides. Command or Control semicolon brings all of that right back. So those are the 2 things that I always do when I jump into Photoshop and get started designing any kind of web design project. That's it. Get it? Got it? Good. Nathaniel Dodson, tutvid.com. I'll catch you in the next one.